Rising Kingdom is genius. It is a perfect way to revive the Fallen Kingdom series by going back to some of the old locations. It answers a couple questions about the story, and it's actually more of a Fallen Kingdom remix than an original song. One of the secrets is the map that the king's holding. First, it's a reference to Take Back the Night, where the prince gets a map that has Herobrine's face on it, a bunch of text, the cycles of the moon, a swamp biome, and the base. The king's map is very similar. It has Herobrine's face, a swamp biome, the base. It has the staff from Dragonhearted and some text. The text on the map is written in the standard galactic alphabet, which is the enchanting table alphabet. If you translate it, it says, "Bro really looking for Lore Skull." The ex-Mionite team, No Name Ideas, they rebuilt and expanded Herobrine's castle. In Take Back the Night, all you see is a big hallway with statues on the side, which is there in Rising Kingdom. You get to see a grand staircase, and this shot right here, I believe this is Herobrine's throne, which you can explore in the Minecraft Bedrock adventure map. There's also a jail, library. This lab room really shows some things that Herobrine's working on. He's brewing, and there's these tanks in the background, which look just like the tanks that were in Find the Pieces and at the very end of Dragonhearted. And is this a piglin in the tank? At the end of the video, you see Fallen Kingdom being built. This is before the castle was even built. And the very end of the video is Herobrine with the same diamond pick and black cape that you see him with in Fallen Kingdom. It implies that he found out that the king stole the staff and he's gonna take it back. I love that the song is constantly building. It's always different. No verse is the same, no chorus is the same. The second verse has a lot more energy than the first verse. One, it has the bass from the chorus. That sound is in the second verse. If you go back to the first verse, it's not there. This is the first verse of Rising Kingdom. Pause. The second verse, you can see the second and fourth beat are filled. See if you can pick it out now. Pause. The second verse. See, that wasn't there before. And that right there sounds like Fallen Kingdom, and I'll show you why. Fallen Kingdom, C sharp, D sharp, G sharp, F. Rising Kingdom, G sharp, G, F, D sharp, C sharp. It has the same notes. Look at the note placement for Fallen Kingdom, and then look at the note placement for Rising Kingdom. Now, if I extend the notes, doesn't that look familiar? That note right there is actually changed, but that's one note is half a beat off of everything else that is exactly the same. That's why Rising Kingdom has the Fallen Kingdom sound in it. It is so genius that to reboot Fallen Kingdom, you actually just remix Fallen Kingdom. The first and second builds to the chorus are both different. The first build is super dramatic, where the first verse is going along and then boom, everything cuts out. Simple a cappella, root note, bass, and just a very faint lead synth. Second build, the bass instrument sounds just like it does in the chorus, unlike the first build, and it has all the notes, not just the root note. The percussion is also through the entire build instead of just the last part of it. All three choruses are different, not only because of the instruments, but also the acapella and lyrics. This is the first chorus. The second chorus, the bass has a second voice in it. See, there's a higher note in there. The low key was in the first chorus, but now there's a higher key. The vocals in the second chorus have a second voice as well. The two voices end on different notes. And then the third chorus has humming and singing in it, which is just chills down your spine. It's so good. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It's so good. clock at the end is such a good touch because it's like, tick-tock, time's ticking, there's not much time left until you get destroyed. Oh, it's so good. The instruments used in the song have that Jordan Maron flair because they've been used in a couple other of his songs. The bass is used in his Closer remix. You hear it? You hear the same sound? And then there's a synthesizer, kind of an ARP saw. It's in Crusade. And also similar in Liftoff. It's cool to see that even in the instrument choice, you can tell that it's a Jordan Maron song. They just blew the visuals out of the water. This is cinema quality. The intro shot to Rising Kingdom is an exact replica of a shot in Take Back the Night. The lighting and the colors are just so much better. Having the purpley blue contrast with the reddish yellow glow, it's so cool. The use of backlighting someone so they're just a silhouette is so cool. When the king falls down into the trap, having the glow of the lava underneath all of the rocks, it's just so well done. Analyzing the king's fighting style, the king is a much smarter fighter. He deflects an arrow with the sword, which I believe the prince does. The king shoots down the chandelier to kill the guards. Most people, I think, would just take the bow and shoot the guard. He stabs the skulk tentacle to get out of the cage. When he's fighting all the monsters in the jail, he blocks the creeper explosion with a zombie. That is so smart to let the creeper do all the work for you. And in the last fight, he sees that he can't fight the wardens, and so he grabs the Staff of Control and makes the wardens fight each other. From the very start of Rising Kingdom, you know that it's a prequel by the reversing of the first 4 music videos. The lyrics show that it's the king after Dragonhearted, remembering the past story of what he thinks caused the kingdom to fall. He lost his kingdom, his wife, his son, everything. He thinks that in his youth he had too much greed and wanted things that he didn't need, like the control staff. In the end, the king concludes that he tried his best and he's had a good life. He wishes he had another chance. He still has some fight in him, despite all the pain of losing everything. He wouldn't change a single thing. It's a pretty good way to live your life without regret, because I have some, you guys probably have some too, some mistakes that you look back on that you really hate, but the thing is that without them, you wouldn't have been able to learn from those mistakes and be the person that you are today. And it sounds like the king is addressing someone. He's warning someone, or maybe all of us, that whatever you build won't last forever. We know from history that kingdoms don't last forever. Persia, Greece, Rome, you know, one day America will fall. It might not be just kingdoms. It could be a YouTube channel or a business. It sounds like the advice the king is giving is to listen to those who are wise and don't make their mistakes, so then your kingdom, whatever that might be, can rise. There's so many cool details about this song that I just had to make a video to share it with you guys. So if you liked it, share it with a friend, and if you want to see more like this, hit subscribe. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.